Today, we're going to break down a really clear step-by-step path for turning the skills you already have into real sustainable income. And we're going to be using the fantastic framework from the value architect himself, Akporode Jimmy.
So, let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? You have put in the hours. You absolutely have the expertise. But there's this frustrating gap, right? Between what you know you can do and what your bank account is showing you. Well, that's the exact problem we are going to tackle today. And here it is. Here's the solution. Value monetization. Now, this isn't about some magic trick or a get-rich-quick scheme. No, it's a strategic process. It's a repeatable system for turning the incredible value you offer into actual, tangible revenue. This is the big idea we're about to dive into.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to walk through 4 clear phases. We'll kick things off with the foundation of value, then we'll get into building your value engine. After that, we cover that crucial link from trust to sale. And finally, we'll learn how to make your money work for you. Sound good? Let's dive in. First up, the foundation of value. Look, before you can sell anything, you have to get 2 things right. What's going on in your head, your mindset, and what you're actually putting out there, your offer. This is the absolute bedrock of this entire process. And this slide just nails the difference. On one side, you've got the fixed mindset that sees a brick wall, a threat. But on the other, the growth mindset sees a staircase, an opportunity. Successful entrepreneurs, they don't just face challenges, they climb them. They use them to learn and get stronger. This isn't just about thinking positive, it's a real strategic advantage. And this just drives that point home, doesn't it? Resilience is completely non-negotiable. Akporode Jimmy's advice here is so simple, but it's so powerful. You're gonna have setbacks. The key is seeing them as part of the process, not the end of the line. Just keep going. So once you've got that growth mindset locked in, you're ready for a value audit. Now, this isn't just making a list of what you're good at. It's about getting really deep on the transformation you provide. What is the core problem you solve for people? What is the real outcome they get from working with you? And maybe most importantly, how can you prove it with real numbers and evidence? This audit gives you all the raw material for everything else we're going to do. Okay, let's move on to our next section and see how this all connects. We're building your value engine. Now that you know your value inside and out, it's time to package it up into something people can actually buy. And then, tell the world about it. Packaging is how you turn that raw expertise into a super clear, compelling offer. And thinking in tiers is a great way to do it. Your basic package might solve the main problem. The pro tier adds a little more value, and then premium offers the whole shebang, the complete transformation. The key here is you're creating clear choices for different customer needs and budgets, which makes it way easier for them to say yes. Now, with your packages ready, you need a system to attract people. That's where the marketing funnel comes in. Think of it as a journey. First, you create awareness, so people even know you exist. Then, in the consideration phase, you educate them on why you're the right solution. Conversion is where you make the offer, and loyalty, that's how you keep your customers happy and turn them into fans. It's a real process, not just crossing your fingers and hoping. And here's the philosophy that should guide all of your marketing. This isn't about high-pressure, pushy sales tactics. It's about patiently and consistently delivering value. When you really focus on helping and educating people, the sales, they just follow naturally. No pushiness required. Which brings us perfectly to our third phase. From trust to sale. You can have the best package in the world and the slickest marketing, but if people don't trust you, they are not going to buy. This is where that human connection changes everything. Just take a look at this number for a second. 87%. That's the percentage of people who would actually pay more for something from a brand they trust. So trust isn't some fluffy, nice-to-have thing. It is a direct driver of revenue. It signals quality, it signals reliability, and it says you stand behind your promises. So here's the big takeaway. If you've done the work to establish your value and build genuine trust, the sale doesn't even feel like a sale anymore. It just becomes the logical, easy, and natural next step for somebody who already believes that you can help them. You're not trying to convince them of anything. You're just guiding them to the solution they already want. And once that money starts rolling in, we hit our final and, honestly, most critical phase, making your money work. Because earning revenue is one thing, but keeping it, managing it, and using it to build something that lasts, that's a whole other ballgame. So why is this so critical? Because over 80% of businesses fail because of bad financial management. Think about that. You can do everything else perfectly, but if you don't handle your cash flow the right way, the entire engine can just seize up and shut down. This step protects all of your hard work.
So these right here are the non-negotiable habits. First, separate your business and personal accounts. Clarity is everything. Create a budget you'll actually stick to. Reinvest back into your business to fuel more growth. But also, and this is so important, pay yourself a consistent salary. And finally, build a cash reserve. That's your emergency fund, your peace of mind fund. It's what lets you make smart decisions instead of panicked ones.
So let's just recap the whole journey, right? It all starts by laying the foundation with the right mindset and a clear value audit. Then you build your engine by packaging and marketing your expertise. From there, you earn the yes by building trust. And finally, you sustain all that success with smart money management. You see? It's a complete, integrated system.
And all of that leaves us with one final, really important question for you to think about. After everything we've just walked through, what expertise, what skill, what unique value do you have that's just sitting on the table right now, unmonetized? You have the map. The only thing left to do is take that first step.